guardar allá en mi live, pero este se va a guardar. Solo 15 minutos de mi presencia aquí. Sí, 15. Terminé de estudiar y bueno, que venga lo que venga. Maybe it's the first time they ever see me with glasses, but yes, I do wear glasses, only for reads. And well, some people connect and will set some topics of the names. Okay. Detrotorsión. Torsión de un órgano al lado derecho. Diplegia. Parálisis que afecta simetrías de cuerpo. Dicéfalo. Con dos cabezas. Óxido formado por la combinación de dos átomos de oxígeno. Diplopía. Visión doble. Give it time, I don't know what to find. Give it time, I don't know how to find. Give it time, I don't know what to find. When my grandparents, it's having a cough. That I take the heartbeats. I track the heartbeats today. I learned how to track the heartbeats by minute. I'm good. How are you? How are you? Are you good? You hear some noise? Are probably my dogs, my parents, or something else. But I just wanted to be here and talk a little bit. You know. Also, I have my coffee with me, so I feel like I'm hanging out with some friends. I miss the times when I used to hang out with my friend back then. I don't know, I miss hanging out. Maybe I will hang out with one of my classmates. If it's possible, I will suggest that plan. You know, I'm doing pretty much I feel calm, and yeah, I feel a little bit relaxed. I feel more relaxed, and at the same time I feel calm. You know, were you what are you doing? But I don't know, I'm still being single at this moment. I've been enjoying that until I have someone. I've been enjoying that. If you were going to ask me, I really enjoy being single. I really enjoy sleeping without someone calling me. I really do love to fall sleep and like wake up and like don't need to like explain something to someone. I love that feeling, even though I do love that. But I know it won't last forever. So for now, I'm enjoying that. And I've been enjoying also this podcast of this girl that talk about like being a girl's girl means that you will lay down that like um that perspective that you have that it's for like women are the weaker and men are the strong, like that kind of paradox, and like it stop to like make a relationship and treat like your girlfriend, like you she will be like you're a man, not because she's masculine, and all of that. So I feel like misogynist and all of that and patriarchy things like they construct that in you and you know do that. But I feel like with my case, I do enjoy cooking for someone. That is my love language for everything. I even love to do my cousin's nails once upon a time. I do enjoy that a lot back then to make their nails because I know how to do nails, like paint and like do some cute designs. But I'm not gonna do that on me because I need to have my hands clean. Today I learned how to really wash my hands carefully and was a good assignment. How to track the heartbeat, how to know if someone is dying, how to know it's like medicine and stuffs mostly, and how to track and you basically how you know if someone is still alive. It's by pressing this, and if you see like the whiting part, because it will be white, or if you're a white person, it will be a little red. It will turn out to the right color. That is when you know when someone is still alive. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much a lot to say. Any question? Any questions here? No hay ninguna preguntita. Voy a seguir leyendo, si no, los significados. Dilicocéfalo, que posee cabeza alargada en sentido anteroposterior. Dilicocolon, colon anormalmente largo, dorso. Espalda posterior, dorso central. Es una espalda que en la espalda y en el centro, dorsoflexión. Doblar atrás de la espalda. Dorso lumbar, región lumbar de la espalda. Dorso linfático, parte posterior de la cabeza. Secto, fuera del lejano o ajeno. Es sexy, es sexy. Ay, necesito mis gafas ahora. Excesis. Embarazo fuera del útero, trompas del falopio. Eso pasa. Bueno. Ectodermo. La hoja germinativa va más externa del embrión. Siguiente. Ectógeno. Que se origina fuera del organismo. Ectoparásito. Parásito que vive en el cuerpo. Ectopía. Malposición de un órgano, por lo general congénita. Bueno, la verdad me gusta este tipo de palabras nuevas. Me gusta cuando la gente aparte tiene buen vocabulario. Para mí eso es importante. I love when people have a good vocabulary and sometimes I'm learning words also in English. That is a big flex on me. I love smart people. And a really one quote that I stick to me is because I used to think that I was not smart, so that I was driven by people that were smart. But naturally, I mean, now actually I'm giving myself the credit to like said to me, you're actually smart, so that is why you like people smart. I mean, it's not a big deal because I feel like with some people I could have like a casual talk, like how are you, blah blah blah, are you good? That's it. But with the real people, that I really like or something else, I really love to engage on talks, like deep talk. What are your dreams, goals, and like and all of that related to. Ay, 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 ay. Oh. So yeah, I have 5 minutes before I go. And yesterday, I don't know what was going on because I was telling huge but very important parts of my life and like things and advices and blah blah blah. And definitely my phone went off. I don't know how. I mean, I kind of looked at the phone battery, but I didn't think that would be like 5% to 1%, like 2 seconds. But it actually happened that way. And sometimes I'm really enjoying doing something. But anyway, and also learn to don't be hard on myself sometimes, and learn that hard work doesn't mean to like a good work, it should not be that way mostly. Because I used to feel, even with the majors that I was studying, I used to feel like, oh my gosh, this is actually learning. Like I was so upset I was not getting into the topics, or if it was getting into, I was not like feeling enough at all on the times of like studying. But now that I'm studying pharmacy, because I study here in Peru, I'm like, this is my major. I feel like, because I fail a lot in the past career that I've been studying, and I feel and I sense that it should not be hard. Like it should be easy to learn, and that is actually learning. It should be easy. Like I should not put a lot of pressure on me, because I used to think that studying means that I need to like be hard on myself and just feel that like, I don't know, that feeling of like I can, and like I will try 10 times, but I will feel like frustration over that things. And now that I'm actually studying something that I do a lot, which is pharmacy, I'm actually like letting that fear out. But luckily, this month, like in the middle of this month, no, in the middle of this year, I finally learned how to inject people, and I will see arms. But I'm sapisexual and demisexual, so yeah. I was talking with one of my classmates, um, and he was like, I was explaining to him my sexuality, and he was like, oh, so you're driven by people who let you create a bond, and also smart. And I asked one of my classmates, so what do you like on people? Like, are you visually or are you not visual person? And she was like, yeah, I'm visual, but I'm also like, I get driven by how someone is knowledgeable. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, hmm. Because I can see people, even to me, that was kind of shocking, because I kind of think that was like, it took me like months to figure it out this. I would have a breakdown. But I'm recovering from that. I cannot recover from that. And honestly, how I find out was through experience key on my life. Or four, but three, four experience key on my life. So the first experience was when I was in high school, and I talk about it when I did my video of like know me better, like the makeup tutorial. And I was seeing like a bunch of people, not a bunch, but quite some people going out the gym by the time that I was in high school. And that was a time where your hormones are high and all the things are kind of different. And I really don't understand why. I was seeing people, even women and men, both of them, and I didn't feel something at all. But I was like kind of driven aesthetically. But then the another key experience was when I was seeing, I don't know why, but some people like explain or like talk in a way that it's evolving your mind. And I don't know, it kind of got to me where I was in high school and one of my classmates, but not classmates, like people that I know from my high school, there was a girl by the time that was explaining in a way like how captivating was this story and like all the social stuffs and human things about like how we evolve, how society, how we are, technology, and blah blah blah. And it seems boring to one of my classmates next to me, but for me, it was like kind of evolving, you know. And that was the second. The third experience was, I think, that was the last, like the cherry on top to like, no, that was the third. And then I was like, mm-hmm, yeah, I like the way this, but I don't know what I'm missing. So then I get into talking by the time back then when I had like 17, kind of 16, close to turn. So yeah, anyway, but this girl specifically tell me a bunch of things about pharmacy that were really captivating me, about drugs, pharmacy, not pharmacy, that was the same, pills, humans, plants, and crystals, and blah blah blah. So it kind of get me there, but how I truly know was because she was not able to show me because we just talked for like a week straight. Then after that, she quit, like she blocked me. She had her own reasons, either way. But the thing important in this was that I was driven by how she explains how my mind was going and how she was so respectful. I'm sorry, but my dog kind of make a weird sound and I was worried. So I didn't let her check on him. Anyway, so after that, the cherry that was like the top and comment in the mirror, and that was when I watched a women lo- women loving women movie. I'm not gonna name what was the movie, but in this type of a scenario, I find that like the girl that was like some type of character was very like I didn't have any reaction when they were given like kisses, blah blah blah, and all of that, and I didn't have any reaction. But I was like so shocked because all of the girls that liked me were like girls, and I was like, yeah. But I don't know how I get into like what was being like a demisexual person, and then like what was like why you are demisexual and how you're demisexual, and like signs of you might be demisexual and sapiosexual, and signs that you may be like girls. But I'm like shocked because until I saw a meme related to that, everything makes sense of like even a lot of stuff. That is why I don't get any reaction when I see someone's body if I don't know them, but when I know them emotionally and mentally, let's say, like another way that I think, I get driven by. So, in my way to experience like attraction, it's like first I like like the way that you think, then the emotional one, and lastly your body. And that was the thing that really caught my eye and really caught me in of like a lot of research on that, because during this album, even though it made me reflect in like so many ways. What was the thing that I have in common? What was the thing that I always I get into? I was like, they were smart and I have a emotional bond. That was the common denominator. So you maybe feel lost about your attraction, because even my friend said to me this, if like a long time ago, he knows me since I was like 11 or 12 perhaps. And yeah, like 13. No, 11 is too young. Yeah, we talked since like 13, like years ago. And we stopped talking because I thought he was mad, but then we started talking again. But he knows also I like girls. And we have this talk, and like we were like kind of discovering ourselves by the time. And I was like, I don't know what, I'm not driven by this person, but I'm driven by this only girl. But then he was like, yeah, me too. I'm driven by this only girl. But we were like kind of questioning ourselves at some point, and even to me. And yeah, pretty much. A funny fact about me is I saw that some type of like scenes for people that have their funny time, let's say. Like it will be a documentary of people. I don't know why. And even to me, this doesn't come out of place, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Either way, I don't know why my mind creates memes on my mind, but I just make me on my mind of like people to me dancing is equal as a pigeon. It will be dancing to approach a female pigeon or a female bird. You know, it's like I don't know. I feel this way of like attraction. Let's say, like I feel that people that are dancing, because I saw a meme also that were like short comedy. I watch a ton of comedy even before I go to bed. I go to bed louding because it's so funny to me see a bunch of topics and all at once and just memes coming out. And the most popular meme here in Peru is like a group of girls, like the type of the type of girls that were like this way, like, oh my gosh, blah blah blah. You know that type of girls. And Peru, especially Machu Picchu, it's a place of a bunch of colors like this. And this girl said that this group of girls said to this girl that was wearing like pink, let's say pink. This group of girls was telling to her, like, I don't want you to ruin my color palette, please. I don't want you to do that. So, yeah. And Machu Picchu is a colorful place, so they were doing on purpose. Wait a second. Thank you. Hi to Colombia. ¿Cómo están todos allá? Estaba diciendo un chismecito peruano para que la gente se entere. Like I was telling you, that was the little tea time that I had today and yesterday. Like how people like even the influencer that said this, because she said she she raised her voice and like saying, why people treat me this way. Even the princess Diana like came to my country, like to Machu Picchu, and she wear pink, like a pink sweater with like a Peruvian design. So what is the purpose? And after that, people were like lauding of that these girls were like kind of mean to her, and like they were not like a they were not popular as this girl that was wearing pink. I don't know about you, but that was it for today. I'm almost done with this coffee. Okay, I'll drink. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, and something that I don't talk about it is because I was talking with one of my classmates that is a man, and I was telling to him to start up like, of course, with some topics behind. But the main topic I was telling to him, and I was trying to understand was why man like wants to lean on retention, like to abstinence, and then like why they want to do what is the focus, about hormones, about the thing, it's not about that. Because I saw even like a full video of 20 minutes, like a man saying like about the experience of like abstinence and not being with any girl, because men is see having often that men are more likable to being like, of course there are some men that even didn't touch a girl ever, but I've been like kind of wondering how was his experience, because they have their point. I don't know what's clickbait, but I was like driven because I also been studying pharmacy, so I was like, in the biology sense, maybe they can bring something, so maybe take notes and blah blah. And I did take some notes. And truly, the reason, the reason why they do that, and even my classmate explained to me, that was this not hormonal reason, is not anything like that. Don't be weird. It's not anything related to that. It's just because they want to prove their value. They want to prove their maleness. You know what I mean? They don't want to. Um, they actually don't want to. Get some girls, because with these type of things a lot of men are promoting like buy my course, or like how to promote abstinence or something like that. And that the main focus is for men to prove their maleness, and also to allow themselves to have the control, because we live in a world that, I don't know, like having certain type of content out there, it's easy and is more cheaper than what was back then. And I'm not having nothing in con with people that make these things. I'm not doing that. But just the sense of like know when and how and with who. You know what I mean? And also being with one person, it's also hygiene. Is equal to being clean. Because you don't know where they've been through. You don't know that. Yes. You don't know that. Like, actually, to me, I'm like, well, and even dermatitis, it's equal to sarna, but in a more soft way. They give it a treatment, but it's the same with the different pronunciation, the different name, but it's the same. My teacher of pharmacy tell me that of like we said to people that they have dermatitis, so we don't say to them straight up they have sarna. So yeah, and really that was pretty much that was going on my mind. I get shocked by what my classmate told me, But he was kind of intrigued on that, and like, and also this man that I saw, this the like vlog or just experience thing, was like, it doesn't get you money, it doesn't get you girls, it doesn't get you none of that. It just gets you control. That's it. Period. And yeah, pretty much those that I want to say. I'm going to save this life for this time. My dog is a little bit loud, and yeah, I just have these topics on my mind. Also, one topic that I have to tell you is that flowers are asexual. They don't need any other flower to reproduce. Most of the flowers are this way. They have the female parts and male parts, so they can create more flowers, and that's pretty much it. They also need some bees to make that process more easy, because some flowers are just female or some flowers are just male, but some of the flowers are asexual, and flowers that are like female needs bees, and flowers that are males, they are the like the bee come to take some of the seeds of the some of the pollen from the male plants to the female plants. So all of them need, you know? And I feel like flowers have a good are more like peacey than us, because they don't need to pursue. Okay, I'm just talking a lot of topics. Anyway, take care, bye bye, and have a great day. Bye.